Okay. We got two people here so far. We got numero dos. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me nice and well. Talk to me, but talk to me nice. Let me know what's going on, y'all. Talk to me. Oscar the Grouch family. Tell me about it. The only highlight of my season so far is talking to you guys. This team just frustrates me to no end. Frustrates me to no end. We got three people in the live right now, three people in the live stream. I appreciate y'all. Shout out Oscar the Grouch for being the first to comment, for being the first. I'm grateful for you, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know what? You're right, Oscar. There are a lot of Eagles fans jumping ship. Now, my question for you is, when you say jumping ship, what are you referring to? Are you referring to people jumping ship on Carson Wentz, jumping ship on Doug, or jumping ship just on the season? Because me personally, I'm an emotional creature, right? And there are times where I say things I might not really mean because I'm so passionate. But I got to be honest. Carson doesn't look good. Carson doesn't look good. Doug damn sure doesn't look good. Howie looks like he can't make decisions when it comes to personnel. It just seems like we're at this crossroads where we're trying so hard to validate the decision we made with Wentz by throwing the ball as much as we're throwing it. But if I'm being honest with myself, Oscar, to answer your question directly, by the way, again, we got two people on the live stream. You know what? Real quick, because you bringing us some good things, Oscar. I'm not gonna lie, you're bringing us some good things. To answer your first question, you said, "What is your idea with what the Eagles should do with Wentz?" See the interesting thing about Wentz is we know he has talent there. We know it's there. We know the talent is there, but it seems like something's missing. Something's not connecting. I don't know if it's coaching. I don't know if it's the game plan. I don't know if it's the concussion he got last year and he's having a hard time deciphering things. I don't know. But right now, we're stuck with Carson Wentz until about 2021, 2022. So whatever I would do with him is kind of irrelevant. No matter what we do, we still gonna owe him that money. So to answer your question directly, I think we should rock out with Wentz for the rest of the season. Now we got Seattle on Monday. If he stinks it up in that first half, if we go into the halftime down by double digits, 17 plus points, I think you have to sit Wentz for the rest of that game and let Hurts go in. Now, by you sitting him for that game, all you're doing is signifying that, listen, you're a liability right now. We need you to just watch. But that's not saying you're not going to start the following game. It's easier to bench Wentz mid-game and then bring him back as the start of the following game than to just bench him, before a game and then have Jalen Hurts start. That's a point of no return. So I think if they do bench him, it's going to happen mid-game. And it's going to happen at a halftime mark. It's not going to happen in the middle of a drive or in the middle of a series or however you want to put it. So honestly, we're stuck with this guy for the next 2 years, pretty much. He's not my favorite person right now. I'm pretty indifferent about Wentz right now. I have zero emotion when it comes to him right now. It's like it's almost like knowing the result right now. I know the result, and I'm acting like it's going to change right now. He's not playing well, but his problem is deeper than just him. I believe Doug Peterson really hasn't done him any favors. But to bounce off your Jeffrey Lurie point, you said Oscar the Grouch says Jeffrey Lurie needs to be better. He needs to be stronger. Well, to combat that point, I believe Jeffrey Lurie is playing his role as owner. I feel like a lot of us get jaded by seeing guys like Jerry Jones showing his behind in the media, taking the bull by the horns and just going above his head coaches and GM. You know what I mean? Like, Like, I feel like people want to turn Jeffrey Lurie into a I just said the man's name, Jesus, the owner for the Cowboys. I just said his name. Oh my God. But Jerry Jones, like people want to like I understand people feel like Jeffrey Lurie needs to take control of his team, but I think people are trying to turn him into that guy in Dallas. That's not who he is. He's not somebody that just come out mid-season saying, blow it up. We got 4 people here. We got 1 like. Hey, listen, you guys, make sure y'all like the video. It helps it get around. Please, please, please make sure y'all like it. It helps it get around. Helps it get around. Helps it get around. I want to shout out Oscar the Grouch. He been loyal to the Soldiers now. Oscar Grouch says it makes me so angry with all those missed picks that Howie Roseman made. Our team could be in such a better spot. All those corners are doing amazing, and Howie passed on. Look at Jalen Johnson. Hey, man, you said it, man. You said it. Just think about the wide receiver position. You know, I personally like Jalen Reagor. I'm not going to give him the short end of the stick yet, but just when it comes to the guys we passed on Terry McLaurin. We passed on A.J. Brown. We passed on DK Metcalf. We passed on Justin Jefferson. We wasn't aggressive enough to go get CeeDee Lamb. It's just too many missteps from upper management. And by upper management, I mean Howie Roseman. So honestly, Howie Roseman, in my humble opinion, he needs to go. But honestly, he's Jeffrey Lurie. He's Jeffrey Lurie's right-hand man. Jeffrey loves him. So the odds of Jeffrey, firing him is very slim. And I agree with you also. Alshon Jeffrey's presence is hurting TF13's progression. Alshon Jeffrey, the moment he came back, all of a sudden TF13 1 catch for 8 yards 2 games in a row. And then what makes me more annoyed is that they don't try to feed Travis Fulgham early. They try to feed Travis Fulgham when everything is already messed up, and they try to just force the ball to him and expect him to just get hot out of nowhere. Y'all haven't fed him the game the entire first half. And all of a sudden you want his hands to just be glue? No. You got to feed that man. Feed TF13. He is your guy of the future. Him, Jalen Reagor, you know what I'm saying? Greg Ward. It's annoying. It's annoying. And the fact that Howie hasn't extended Travis Fulgham is worrying me. You said it, Oscar. I'm worried. We're going to lose that man because I just bought a jersey and I'm going to be sick if we lose him. I'm going to be sick. If we lose that man. I don't know what I will do if we lose Travis Fulgham. I bought that jersey. I've been campaigning for this man. We gave this man a nickname in TF13. He's the new number 13. We all know Nelson Aguilar is thriving where he is in the Raiders. He needed to change the scenery. But the new number 13 is the one I like and the one I love. And please, we cannot lose this man. We cannot lose this man. I swear, another team is just waiting to pay Travis Fulgham. They saw what he did against Baltimore, against Marlon Humphrey and Marcus Peters. They saw what he did. They saw how he mauled both of them in the end zone. They saw what he did against the Pittsburgh Steelers, dropping 150 yards. They saw what he did. You sure, Philly? Because I don't think so. Let me double check. I'm gonna double check Philly Talk. First things first, I'm grateful that you're here. Von Talks, I'm grateful that you're here, man. I'm so grateful. Philly Talk Podcast. That man showed me so much love, y'all. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to him. He got more subscribers than me, so y'all probably already rocking with him if y'all rocking with me. But my thing is, Philly Talk, Philly Mike is that guy, man. Make sure y'all show him love. Von Talks Podcast, I appreciate you, my brother, for being present. He says this team won't change until we get humiliated. That's the only bro. We've been humiliated a lot this season. So I mean, I don't know. That's the only reason the Sixers made changes because we got embarrassed in the bubble. You're right, we did get embarrassed in the bubble. But I think the changes were imminent, though. I believe they were imminent. I feel like Brett Brown's death certificate was already signed. It was just a matter of time or a matter of when. Oscar the Grouch says, and Doug still won't run Miles Sanders. He's averaging 5.7 yards a carry. I have no words, Oscar. It's common sense at this point. Oscar the Grouch says Miles Sanders is the most unappreciated running back in the entire league. He just might be. He really just might be. He just might be. He really just might be, man, because, okay, Travis Fulgham. Let's look at his contract right now. So right now, Travis Fulgham has a contract for the 2020 year. Obviously, he's here with us. But for 2021, it says here that he's a restricted free agent. It says here he's a restricted free agent. So pretty much somebody can get him. Somebody can get him, but they gotta. I think that works as far as like they gotta match it or something like that. It says Travis Fulgham signed a 1 year, 675,000 contract with the Philadelphia Eagles. Uh, yep, yeah, bro. Mike, I think we only got him for 1 year, man. Honestly, I think we only got him for 1 year. That's D Biggie 86. What's going on, my guy? New follower here. Keep up the good work, my brother. Saladin, my friend. I'm so grateful to you. I'm so grateful that you're here. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. My man, you already did that. You the man for that. Murph the Kenzo. What's up, my guy? You're back. What's good? What's good? What's good? Oscar Grouch says, also, I want to rant about that. Javon Hargrave got it. Bro, I was so hyped on Javon Hargrave. All right, Mike, I got you. I got you, Mike. I got you. I got you. Hey, listen, man. All I'm saying is they better pay the man. That's all I'm gonna say. He better be on the Eagles team next year, and so on and so forth. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I trust you, Mike. I trust you. But Kenzo, what's good, baby boy? Oscar the Grouch says, also on a rant about Javon. Yeah, bro. Like I said, Javon Hargrave has been breaking my heart. Me and my dad was so high on Javon Hargrave. Man, he was dissecting film of his. Javon Hargrave has just been lackluster all season. He's just been there, not doing anything. Eagle has landed. What's good? What's good, family? What's good? I appreciate you for being here, dog. You showing me love constantly. I appreciate you. I'm grateful to you. Seriously. I'm so grateful to y'all. Y'all make this channel possible. Without you guys, the channel is I'm just talking to ghosts. I'm talking to a wall. I'm talking to a computer screen. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make it live. Y'all make it worthwhile. D Biggie says, I think Fulgham needs to stay. Hell yes. D Biggie says, Oscar the Groff says, I know Eagles fans will give me hate, but it's time to get Cox out. You know what? I'm teetering. The only reason I would say move Cox is because of the contract. But I'm teetering with Cox because it's like it's times where like, his presence is obvious. He demands double teams. That's a fact. That's a fact. So his presence, he may not get sacks. You know what I'm saying? He may not get the most tackles, but his presence helps. He demands a lot of attention. That's what I believe. I believe if we got rid of Fletcher Cox, that would honestly take away from the pedigree on our D line, in my opinion. That would take away the respect of our D line. Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham are the staples in our D line. Granted, they're on the north side of 30, but my thing is they've been the most productive on the D line. So I think it's hard to believe. I think it's hard to just get rid of guys that demand so much attention, like a Fletcher Cox. Again, he may not get the most sacks, but I believe that his presence is necessary when it comes to those offensive linemen. Like you saw what he was doing to the guards, with the Browns. They wasn't messing with him for real. He demands so much respect. So much respect. Murphy Kendall says we need to stop focusing. We need to stop focusing and relying on the front four, especially the tackle. It's literally who knows, man. Yvonne says, yeah, 100. Philly Top Pot. Philly Mike says, Tone, I agree though. Extension need to happen before he becomes expensive. Yes, they need to pay him. They need to at least give him a 3-year extension before he really start being able to demand the number he wants. Travis Fulgham is going up. He's not getting worse, in my opinion. He's only going up. And if we want to keep him around, we got to pay him early. We got to pay him before he's able to write his own ticket. In my humble opinion, at least give him a 3-year extension, worth, I don't know. Give him a 3-year extension, maybe worth, I don't want to shortchange the guy, but 20, 25, maybe 20 mil, 3-year extension, 20 mil. I don't know. Oscar the Grouch says, yo, can we talk about Josh Sweat? Josh Sweat is cold. Josh Sweat, he been playing. Derek Barnett, he need to go. He needs to get traded. We need to trade Derek Barnett. But Josh Sweat, I understand they got him on a snap count because of his injury that he got in high school and or was it college? I'm not sure. But they say he sustained like this real catastrophic knee injury, and they've been having him on a snap count because his talent is undeniable, but they don't want to burn him out. I understand that. But when Josh Sweat is having a year. Josh Sweat is having a year. Barnett needs to go. I know he had a sack against but Barnett is so off and on. He's so wishy-washy. It's some games that I don't even see him or notice him. It's times where I feel like our entire D-line is Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox, with the sprinkle of Josh Sweat. I feel like we got 3 guys rushing the QB out there for the most part. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Spruce Lime 25. Hey, listen, you guys, I'm so grateful that you guys are here. I'm so grateful to all you guys. Oscar the Grouch, Spruce Lime 25. He says we are not using Jalen Reagor correctly. I agree 100%, my brother. We're not using them correctly. Shout out to Oscar the Grouch, Spruce Lime 25. Eagle has landed. Philly Mike from the Philly Talk Podcast, Von Talks Podcast, D Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Murph the Kenzo. Who else? Shout, man, I'm so grateful for y'all. Y'all making y'all helping the kid, man. I'm loving it. I'm supremely loving it, man. Oscar the Grouch says, we picked Barnett over Marlon Humphrey. Oh my God, for real? That went over my head. Yo, Fresh, the General. Ha! The General. Oscar, you serious? That slipped my mind. Are you serious? Yo, if Oscar telling the truth about we picking Barnett over Marlon Humphrey, I'm gonna be sick. That went over my head. Murph the Kindle says on the offense, I'm keeping CW, Hurts, Booby, TF13, Ward, Mailata, Kelsey, and Brooks. Everyone else can skate. Yo, at this point, everybody can get moved. This organization is in such dismay. This organization is so disoriented. You can point the finger at any and everybody as to why we suck. Why we suck. We can't act like Carson Wentz has been in the most what I want to say? We can't act like Carson Wentz has been put in the best position. We can't act like the coaching has helped him. They have not helped him. In my humble opinion, they haven't helped him for quite some time. But in the same breath, he is tied. He has more turnovers than most teams by his lonesome. So that is a problem for me. My biggest problem is, honestly, I can deal with interceptions, but the fumbles kill me. The fumbles break my heart because I feel like that's just all on you. That's all on you. But like I said, Carson hasn't really been given the best situation to succeed, for the past couple years. And, I feel like Doug has just been trying to rely strictly on this passing game that he's not good at. Like Doug is trying to turn this into like this passing offense. This time he throwing the ball. Philly Fresh says going live on Philly Podcast at 7. Call and show, tune in, hit the like for my guy. Yo, appreciate you. You guys. Listen, I look up to these guys, Fresh, Mike, my man Joey Shakes, Philly 500, all those guys that's doing on the highest level right now. Darius Dalton. Who else, man? Gate City. You know what I'm saying? Those guys been showing me unconditional love. Love don't cost a thing, and they giving it out for free, and I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for all y'all. We got 7 people in the chat, 7 likes. I can dig it. Y'all, let's talk about Alex Singleton. How y'all feel about Alex? I like the kid. I like him. Granted, he's been in the league for on and off 5 years, practice squad, but I like Alex Singleton. I enjoy him. I like watching him play. He's fast going toward the ball. He had a great game on Sunday, except for that stiff arm that Chubb just destroyed him. Chubb just said, yaka. But other than that, my man had 11 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 fumble recovery, a sack. He was just everywhere. Like I saw Alex Singleton just flying to the ball, and that man deserved his respect. Jim Schwartz was trying to keep him humble in the press conference, by saying like, hey, he's still growing, he's still growing. He didn't want to definitively make him that starter. Let's be honest, man. Nathan Gary is not the guy. Let's be honest. Nathan Gary's not the guy, and we know it. I like Alex Singleton. He's raw, but I like him. Oscar Grouch says we picked Derek Barnett 14, Colts pick Malik Hooker 15, and the Ravens pick. Oh, Lord have mercy. You know what? The biggest problem is Howie. He's built this. He built this roster. He's the problem. He pays everybody. He the one that put people in the rooms. It's his fault. It's his fault our contract situation is destroyed. It's his fault that, we just found out about Travis Fulgham. He got lucky with that. Philly Fresh says I like Alex, but can I see Bradley? Yeah, yo, I like Bradley. I think Bradley. You know what I hate, Fresh, and this is separate from Alex Singleton. This ain't got nothing to do with Alex Singleton. But you know what I hate, Fresh? I hate that the only time we see the only time we see Sean Bradley, I said Stuart Bradley. He ain't been a linebacker for us in years. The only time we see Sean Bradley or Davion Taylor is when we're already in a position of no return. Why are you putting these guys in the game when it's hard when we're not judging them fairly? We're not going to judge them fairly because you're putting them in positions to not succeed. You're not getting them in the game early enough. You throwing them in on a third down attempt or something, or a third down conversion for the other. You're not putting them in at a time where it makes sense for their development. In my opinion, Doug has done nothing but hamper a lot of his young players' development. Let's start with Jordan Mailata. Let's start with Jordan Mailata. Murph DeKenzo says Singleton has what a lot of guys lost: hunger. Oscar DeGrasse says Howie drafting is just horrendous. Just look at every year. You're right. But yes, just think about Jordan Mailata. Think about how Doug has handled his young talent. Let's just think about that. Isolate the young talent. Let's just think about how Doug has handled his young talent. Let's think about it. Okay, Jordan Mailata. He was getting better and better every single game. And then all of a sudden, Peters comes back. Oh, we start him. Huh? Peters has shown you for the past 3 seasons, that he just ain't got it no more. And y'all still find a reason to pay him. You'll find a reason to start him over your young up-and-coming rugby star, the Australian Stallion. You find a way to not get your – first of all, if we're going to get better, if we're going to get younger, if we're going to grow, why do we keep looking over our shoulder? Why do we keep looking towards the past for our future? Come on. We have to move on from these dinosaurs. We have to. We have to. Another thing I have a problem with. Why is Matt Pryor or Opeta starting over Nate Herbig? Huh? Nate Herbig has been, in my opinion, one of the better O-linemen we've had. One of the more consistent, one of the more reliable O-linemen we've had. And for some reason, these past 2 games, we ain't seen Herbig not one time. We seeing Opeta getting blown up. We seeing Matt Pryor getting blown up. Matt Pryor is known as the one that got benched. Matt Pryor is known as the one that he can't go back and forth between the guard spots. He's not as versatile. If you ask Stoutland said Herbig is just a grinder. He's so versatile, he'll do anything you need him to do. So my thing is, if you got a guy like that that's a grinder, he goes and gets it. He does everything you need him to do. He's one of your most versatile guards. Why is he not in the game? Why is he not in the game? The mismanagement of this roster is so blatant. It's so blatant. So blatant. I did like, come on. Come on. Hey, Cassius Saldana, I appreciate you for showing love to the chat. I'm so glad you're here, man. I'm so glad you're here. I see the Grouch says this man is taking his time for real though to talk and listen to all of us. We need to show our appreciation by subbing and liking the stream up. For sure. I love all of y'all. y'all probably take it for y'all probably don't believe me, but I love all of y'all, man. Y'all like I really take support serious. I take support serious, genuine support, because I support the people I love, the people I care about. As a matter of fact, I got a homie I went to college with. He dropped a 3-pack EP, a 3-track project, and I bought that joint right away for the love. Because I rock with him and I think he's talented and I support him. My point is, I support any and everybody that I love. And if I'm rocking with what you're doing, I'm rocking with you. Support don't cost a thing. Love don't cost a thing. But we live in this time where love and support seems like, people, you have to attach a number or currency to it. You know what I'm saying? It seems like support. You can't get support without this. It always got to be a trade-off. Support and love is free, y'all. So don't worry about it. I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful. So, Tyron Kelly, what's good, my guy? Welcome back to the club, man. I'm grateful for you, man. I'm grateful. Oh, man. Philly Mike says, who fought Doug or Howie? I say For building the roster, Howie's fault. For mismanaging the roster, Doug's fault. So both of their fault, really. I mean, that's the thing about football, yo. It's such a complex sport. It's so hard to just say, this is our one problem. It's rare you see a team that this is their singular problem. You know what I'm saying? It's rare you find teams that just have one problem. And if you fix it, everything else will just be golden. That's not really a likely scenario for any team, in my opinion. Oscar DeGroff says, I would say more of Howie with the draft picks. It's hurt the team more than anything. Yes, it's hurt our foundation. I think Howie has hurt our foundation unapologetically. And he's honestly, I hate how smug he is. He's such a smug little, like, he's so smug. You know what I'm saying? It's something about him. So, Oscar DeGroff says, another thing. What the hell is happening with Andre? Bro, I'm over Dillard. And I was big on him. Before I made a channel, but I was big on Dillard. He was one of the best pass protecting tackles in college. He get to the NFL. He fidgety. Granted, Doug didn't help his development by throwing him at the right tackle spot. But my thing is, bro, let bygones be bygones. Grow, be better, get stronger. Honestly, if Jordan Mailata pans out the way he's supposed to, if Doug doesn't ruin it, Andre Dillard is a dumb butt. Philly Mike says, who makes the game day decisions? I want to say Doug, but the way the team is, the way we look right now, I'm having a hard time believing anything anybody says. Doug said that, I'm the one that make decisions on who's playing, who's not playing. I find it slightly hard to believe at this point. Because any coach in his right mind will not start Matt Pryor over Herbig. Any guy in his right mind will not start Opeta over Herbig. Kenzo, I appreciate you for popping in, bro. I'm so grateful, dog. Y'all, show Kenzo love, man. Show Kenzo love. 3 people in the chat, 9 likes, y'all. I appreciate the guys that's here that's been showing love, been loyal to the soil. I'm so grateful. Cassius Saldana says, too many issues this year. It'll carry on to next year, and things will probably get worse. The years to come after that, that we'll have to see. You're right. This is such a strange time to be an Eagles fan. I don't think I've ever experienced anything this dysfunctional. I remember earlier in the season, Jackie B, please answer. Do you know Grobar and Trevette? Thanks a lot. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not Jackie B. I appreciate you for showing love to the chat, but I'm not exactly sure what are you asking me. Can you clarify just a little bit? Thank you. Let's clarify for me just a little bit. Oscar DeGroff says, I can't believe Howie never even drafted for Mika. Bro. Listen, man. But yeah, like I said, I've never experienced such dysfunction with this Eagles team. The only it's so funny. Earlier in the season, I was talking about the Cowboys, and I was saying, wow, they're so dysfunctional. I'm glad we don't look that bad. Like, I'm glad we ain't got people biting each other back out there, biting, pulling the rug from each other, this, that, and the third. And we got to give a lot of the players credit. A lot of the players have dealt with this. I'm so, I got to give credit to a lot of these defensive players that have just dealt with this. You know what I'm saying? I got to give credit to the guys that have just been sticking it out mentally and emotionally. This has not been an easy season to deal with. It's not. With your coach being, so spotty with his play calling, with the quarterback being spotty as well due to the coach and also due to his own self-inflicted wounds. It's just so many problems. I've never seen us this dysfunctional from the outside looking in. But, the one thing I can't say about the Eagles organization that I do respect and I do like, I like that we're able, if you take away the isolated incident with Alshon Jeffrey and Josina Anderson, I like that we're able to keep things in-house. I do like that our players don't really throw people under the bus because they asked Brandon Graham directly, what's going on with Carson? Are you guys getting tired of being on the field all day? And he said, listen, we'll do whatever coach needs us to do. We'll let them figure that out on that side. And we'll worry about what's going on the defense side. I respect the professionalism of this organization when it comes to the players and how they carry themselves. You got to respect it. Things have been so terrible, but you got to respect the professionalism of guys like Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Darius Slay, Rodney McLeod. You got to respect the professionalism. You got to. You have to. Jason Kelsey. You got to respect the professionalism. You have to. Eagle Atlanta says, that's why this team is losing. Poor roster decisions. That's on Doug and Howie. I was ticked at Doug for making Peters left tackle moving forward. Just dumb on so many levels. I agree. I would have never let him muscle me for more money. And I damn sure wouldn't let him muscle me to get into that left tackle spot. I don't care what happened to Andre Dillard. I do not care. You're not getting me for more money, and you're going to play that right guard spot. Point blank, period. Now you make your choice. Retire or play. That's how I'm carrying it. Jason Peters. He got too much pull. He hustled his organization for extra mil. How, Sway? Oscar the Grouch says, if Howie doesn't go, we will always be what we are. It's the harsh reality. I agree with you because it starts at the top. I don't blame Jeff Lurie because Jeff Lurie is one of those owners that I love, and he lets his GM and coach, he lets everything below him work itself out. I like that he's not that owner that just jumps out the window like Jerry Jones. We don't want Jeffrey Lurie to turn into a Jerry Jones. I know we feel like Jeffrey Lurie not saying much. I know we feel like Jeffrey Lurie not taking control of his team, but trust and believe, they having conversations behind closed doors. Don't get it twisted. But Jeffrey Lurie, don't expect him to speak out in the media. Don't expect him to do that. He's one of those guys, he only talk, early in the season. He only talks maybe before the season starts, post-season press conference, where the season ends, the press conference. Don't expect Jeffrey Lurie to say too much about the situation. But best believe he's talking to somebody behind closed doors. Don't get it twisted. He got a Super Bowl ring now. He got expectations. Jeffrey Lurie not playing with these guys. I'm telling you. Now, I do believe Doug will be here next season, but I also believe we're going to have an OC or somebody else play calling. There's no way we allow Doug to play call 2 years this long, knowing the play calling and the production has got significantly worse. There's no way we do it. No way. Shout out to Lucas Johnson Peck. My man, thank you for coming to the live stream. Thank you. I'm grateful to you, dog. You, along with everybody else, is making this live stream. So do not minimize your presence. Your presence is needed. Your presence is appreciated, my brother. Thank you. He says, we are getting such little value out of our draft picks. You're right. Earlier on, we were getting good value, in my opinion, like guys like Jack Driscoll. I think Jack Driscoll overachieved early in the season. And he got hurt. He'll be back better. But when it just going by the draft picks, we really haven't gotten the most value. I'll put you this way. We haven't gotten consistent value out of our draft picks. We haven't gotten consistent value top to bottom. Oscar the Grouch says there's got to be something wrong with Wentz psychologically. His mental state is like crippled or something. I just don't know what's going on in his head. There's something definitely wrong. Fam, I think so too. And I'm gonna keep it G. I like Wentz. I like him. I like the dude. I like him. I like what he brings to the table. I like him. But he make it hard each and every week to go to bat for him. He's not having his best season. Granted, I think this season is an isolated incident for the simple fact that when you think about his previous 3 seasons, he hasn't thrown more than 7 interceptions. That's not what he does. He's not turnover prone unless you want to couple in the fumbles. But other than that, he doesn't throw interceptions. That's not his MO. That's not who he is. So something is wrong with this season. Something is wrong with this coaching staff. I'm telling you. I believe we need, like I said, we're stuck with Wentz. So he ain't going nowhere for the next couple of years. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see if it's just an isolated incident or we're going to see if he's just getting worse. We're going to see if this is who he is. Because last year, in my humble opinion, he did the most with nothing. ZP Key from the block. Thank you so much for coming here. I'm grateful. Thank you. We need an offensive coordinator. Yeah. Like, it's crazy at this point, man. Like I said, I believe this season for Carson Wentz, as far as these turnovers, it's an isolated incident. I believe it's isolated. He hasn't turned the ball over this bad since his rookie season. And we all know no one really counts rookie seasons. That's something that, no one holds against a rookie athlete. Your rookie season, no one holds that against you. In my humble opinion. I know I don't. I don't hold any rookie to their rookie season. I just don't. Just how if a rookie balls out in his rookie season, okay, let me see what you do in that sophomore season. Because sophomore slumps are real, baby. Sophomore slumps are real. Oscar the Grouch says, I believe Wentz doesn't deserve this ish. This season is a wash anyway. COVID has screwed up everything. It's affected some, and some have reacted differently. give the man some kindness. I thought Howie was an a-hole picking Hurts. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. When he picked Hurts, that was a direct shot at Wentz. Direct. That was a direct shot at Wentz. I honestly, if we're being completely honest, when has Wentz ever been able to be secure in his position? Has there ever been a season that Wentz has been the de facto guy without having to look over his shoulder? Has there ever been a season that he's not had to look over his shoulder? No, there hasn't. There hasn't. Foles been there for 2 seasons, and then Wentz was healthy last year, and then on top of that, wait, 2014. No, Wentz wasn't here in 2014. ZP. Wentz got here in 2016. But I just can't. I get so angry when I think about the things that we've done or haven't done. I get so angry just thinking about it. I get so angry. Did y'all know we released Adrian Killins? Lucas Johnson Peck says, if it was a direct shot at Wentz, why isn't Hurts playing though? If he was going to play, it would be now because Wentz play is bench worthy. I can understand your angle. I can understand your angle. But the reason I say it was a direct shot is because we all know Wentz's health is. I don't believe he's injury prone. Let me put that out there. I personally don't believe Carson Wentz is injury prone. I think Nick Foles is more injury prone than him, but people don't want to have that conversation. But to your point, Lucas, I believe they drafted Jalen Hurts because of Wentz's injury history, not because he's injury prone, but because his injury history. But at the same time, when you take Hurts where you took him, it kind of looks funny. It looks funny, but I believe they got him for health reasons. But when you look at it, at this point in hindsight, it's like, damn, we're not even using Hurts correctly. We're not even using him properly. And it's like, damn, okay, what do we have him for? See, like, as the season progresses, the Hurts pick just looks worse and worse and worse, in my opinion. The only reason it looks good, if any way it looks good, is because Wentz is looking bad, and we might have something on the bench that may get us out of the slump or whatever. But these guys say the reason they haven't benched Wentz is because we're still number 1 in the division, and they feel like they had their best shot with him. Fair enough. Fair enough. Like I said, I personally wouldn't bench Wentz right now. I personally wouldn't. Seattle, for me. That's the one for me. If we go down 17 plus points in the first half, he got to sit down. Somebody tell me something different. He got to sit down. Eagle Atlanta says Wentz needs a drill sergeant type as a QB coach. He doesn't respond well to the buddy coaching performance-wise. The Eagles are still coddling him. I agree with you, my brother. I agree. As a matter of fact, he hasn't been held to the fire since Frank Reich and Dave Filippo been here. Ever since then, he just been the man. They paid him, he been coddled. He's the franchise guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're right, Oscar the Grouch. The Seattle defense is so suspect. Wentz, as a matter of fact, I think Seattle's passing defense is ranked like 31st in the league or 30th in the league. So my thing is, Wentz, if you can't dissect this defense, I don't care if they're the Seahawks. I don't care what the jerseys look like. I don't care who their quarterback is. If you can dissect this Seahawks defense, we got a problem. Now, Doug Peterson, you have to scheme to help your quarterback. Now, we all know Carson's been struggling, so run the ball more, right? But we all know Doug won't do it. Oh, it's exhausting. It's entirely frustrating. It's unbecoming. You guys, I want to go through our draft picks real quick. We drafted Jalen Reagor, Jalen Hurts, Davion Taylor, Kevon Wallace, Jack Driscoll, John Hightower, Sean Bradley, Quez Watkins, Prince Tega Wanagu, and Casey Toohill. Out of all those guys, who, in y'all opinion, has made an impact? In y'all opinion, who has made an impact out of all our rookies? Who has at least made their presence known? Out of all the rookies we drafted, who has moved the needle a little bit? Who has shown us a flash of, okay, he could play in this league? Who's shown us anything? Who's shown us? Now, I'm going to start with, I'm starting with Jack Driscoll. Jack Driscoll, by far, in my opinion, has been our most productive rookie. In my opinion, I believe Jack Driscoll, even though he's an old lineman, he's been our sturdiest rookie. I know he got hurt a couple weeks ago, but Jack Driscoll, in my opinion, has been our sturdiest rookie. He came in for Lane Johnson at that right tackle spot and just looked good. He looked good. He looked good. Eagle Has Landed says, if the Eagles get a top 5 pick in the draft and you had a shot at Ohio State QB Justin Fields or North Dakota State University QB Trey Lance, would you take a shot on one of them? They're both accurate, unlike Wentz. I got to be honest with you, man. I don't know if I'm taking a North Dakota State quarterback again. I don't know. But I wouldn't go for a quarterback right now. I wouldn't. To answer your question directly, Eagles Landed, I wouldn't. I know they're accurate, but they're in college. They got to come to the league, and we got to see how accurate they is against, this kind of speed of player. But to answer your question directly, I wouldn't draft a quarterback. The Eagles better not draft a quarterback, in my opinion. They got other problems. I feel like they can fix Wentz. You know what I'm saying? Or if they can't, they got something in Jalen Hurts maybe. So they need to find out what they have there. They need to find out if Wentz still got it, and if he don't got it, they need to find out if Hurts has anything. Before they can't get another quarterback on this team until they figure out what this is. They need to figure out what's going on with the quarterbacks they got first before they get any new quarterbacks, in my opinion. So Eagle Has Landed. That's my answer for you directly. I say the Groff says, hey, thanks for the stream, Tone. I'm headed out. Thank you for everything you do. Glad to find your channel. Keep making that content, bro. I love it. My friends all love it as well. Yo, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you. Oscar the Grouch. You was the first one in, man. And I'm grateful for you, dog. Listen, the stream, the podcast, nothing without guys like you. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for your friends, man. I'm grateful for everybody else in this chat. I'm grateful for Eagle Has Landed. I'm grateful for all you guys, man. I'm just grateful. Again, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the videos get any and everywhere, man. It really, really helps. I'm just grateful for everybody, man. ZB Keith on the block. What should we work on? So the first thing I would fix is the coaching issue. The coaching issue needs to get fixed. And what I mean is Doug needs to get an OC. That's the first thing I'm doing. Before anybody get traded or cut, that's the first thing I'm doing. We need to get an OC. That's the first thing I'm working on. Then, after we get the OC, I need to see how Carson performs under this OC. Because like I said, I believe this is an isolated incident. Weezy, what's good, baby? What's good, family? Welcome to the live stream, my guy. Michael W., I appreciate you for being here, man. He says, Eagles need to fix the O-line to see if they can fix Wentz and maybe get a consistent wide receiver and not do predictable play calling. Eagles Lennon says they have to find out about Hurts. I just think Wentz is brain scattered. I'm a Wentz guy too, but man, it's brutal watching him play now. Yo, it is. It is, man. It is hard to watch Wentz for lately. It is. I'll admit it. It's hard. I'll preach like this, you guys. I'm at this point. See, I'm at this point in the season. I'm at the point now where every time we snap the ball, I'm worried. Every time we snap the ball, I literally have no confidence in what we're doing. That's where I'm at. It's not even like it's deeper than just Wentz. It's everything. I'm at that point now whenever we snap the ball, I have little to no confidence in us doing anything with it. I'm always optimistic. I want us to do something with it. I'm not against this, but damn, do they give us really any other choice? Eagles Linda says they have to find. Yeah, right. ZB Key from the block. See, I think that in my head we need an OC. Then I said it out. Then I say it out loud. I'm just like, no, bro. You don't think we need an OC? We do need an OC, man. Doug is Doug is in over his head. He's overwhelmed. He looks flustered these days. Doug doesn't even seem like in his press conferences, he just seems like he's overwhelmed. He seems like he's tired of answering questions about certain things. He seems overwhelmed. Weezy says, bro, Doug Peterson sounds like an effing idiot in his press conferences. I can't bear those to his bro. Listen, man. It's sad because I like him as a person. I like him as a person. You know what I mean? I used to love when he'd be like, "Hey, you guys, now let's go get some ice cream." Like I can't deny what he did for this city, man. Again, Frank Reich and Dave Filippo were key parts of that. But at the end of the day, he had to put the pieces together. I can't. God, man, it's the worst when people give you a Super Bowl and you feel like you tied to the hip. This Super Bowl might have been the worst thing to happen to us, man. Might have been the worst thing. Michael says you need you need to run the ball more. It seems like you got one of the yeah. Hey Michael, quick question. Who's your squad, man? I'm just curious. You know, it's all love, but I'm just curious, bro. Just curious. Weed says, oh, no doubt, we all appreciate the Super Bowl, but damn, right, man. It's like, damn. It's like, at what cost? Did we sell our souls for the Super Bowl? Did we sell our souls? Sell our souls for the Super Bowl? Somebody tell me. Are you a Giants fan, Michael? Okay, respect. Yep, listen, I'm not gonna lie, man. Y'all getting significantly better. That defense, whew. And then y'all got a sneaky gem in that running back. I forget his name. That running back. He was running all over us. I forget his name. But y'all got somebody in that running back also. You know, just in case Saquon can't come back from his ACL, he can't stay healthy. Joey, my guy. Listen, you guys, Joey Shakes has been thorough to me, man. Been loyal to the soul. He's been holding me down. I'm grateful to this guy, man. I'm really grateful. You know, just an overall honest guy that wears his heart on his sleeve, just like me. You know, I love how raw Joey's channel is. I love how raw he gets on his live streams. He gives zero F's, y'all, and I love it. Wayne Gallman, yes, that's his name, Wayne Gallman. I like him a lot. But yeah, shout out to Joey, man. I'm so grateful. Joey Shake 72 says, I think changes will be made after this next loss to the Seahawks. Carson's not being held accountable. Not even saying bench him for Hurts for the rest of the year, but at least throw him in. Right. That's where I'm at, Joey. It seems like Carson is kind of untouchable in a way, and it seems like Doug doesn't know what he's doing. But I said if we do bench Carson, he can't be benched for the rest of the season. If he get benched, it's going to happen if we're getting crushed in that Seattle game. If we're getting crushed in that Seattle game, he's getting benched before, by the time, when the second half starts. That's what I believe. You know, like at this point in the season, ain't nothing changing. We going into week 12, y'all. Ain't nothing changing. Like ZB Key says, one turnover equals one game for Hurts. We live in strange times as Eagles fans. We're living in strange times. We're living in these times where, first of all, I understand that COVID, played a key factor in, limiting how guys prepare for the season. But, fam, I'm looking at teams like Tennessee. I'm looking at teams like the Cardinals. I'm looking at teams like the Packers, and I'm looking at Steelers. I'm just looking at so many teams that COVID is not. Matter of fact, I'll put it like this: other teams have had more players not play because of COVID, and they're still doing well. So what are we? COVID is not the problem. I mean, it's a symptom, or not really a symptom, but it's a part of what's going on, but it's not the problem. Like, you know what, man? Weezy says, bro, the owner can make the decision to bench it ultimately. You're right. But Jeffrey's not that guy. Jeffrey Lurie's not that guy. And we know that. Weezy also says, but I don't want to bench Wentz. I want him to be great, but he's showing us he doesn't care. Michael W. says, it seems like once players get paid, they sucking teams want to get rid of them. Gurley, Wentz, DeMarcus Lawrence. Hey, man. Lucas Johnson Peck, this team can be fixed. Actually, to your point, Michael, Gurley's doing pretty well in Atlanta. I think he needed to change the scenery. Lucas Johnson Peck says this team can be fixed. A new OC and GM improve play from Carson or even Hurts, and then a good draft. I feel like we're right back in the mix. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I know things are bad, but I don't think we're as far off either. If we get an OC and if we drew the hell out of Carson this offseason and get him right, I think we could bounce back. We all know Carson has the talent. It's there. It's there. It's tucked. Carson's talent is tucked deep. We just got to pull it out. It's there. It's there. We just got to find it. We just got to find it. We just got to find it. You know, something happened to this kid. Something happened. You know, even beyond play calling, something happened to this man. Was it the money? Was it getting married? Was it having a baby? Is he not getting enough sleep at home with the new baby? What's going on? Like, you know, like what's going on with the kid? Like, me and Wentz are damn near the same age, and it's like, I know it's not easy being the franchise guy for an organization like the Philadelphia Eagles. We pull no punches as fans. We might be the rawest fans in sports history. Let's keep it real, no matter what sport it is. But my thing is, Wentz, what happened to you? What happened to you? We know what happened to Doug, Frank Reich, and Dave Filippo. We know what happened to him. His problem is evident. But Carson, what happened to you? What happened to you? Again, last season, he had to overcompensate. He didn't have a receiver go over 500 yards, and he threw for a franchise. He threw for a franchise record. That's not easy to do. So we know he's capable. We know he's capable. ZBK says we about to throw Tony Sills in there. Yo, listen, don't throw me in there, man. You're gonna get me cracked. I'm gonna be on the injury report. I'm gonna be on the injury report every week. Don't throw me in there. Listen, don't throw me in there, man. But it's just like, here's my thing, and it's real simple. We're struggling throwing the ball. Our running game has been our prize asset. Why not feed it? Why not? Why not? I feel like any coach in their right mind. Eagle has landed, says Eagles going 3-10-1 over the next 4 games. Hate to say it, but I'm keeping it real. This team has to continue to get exposed so it can be fixed. Stop Roseman from drafting. Yo, Weezy says Carson has 24 turnovers by himself. I know. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. You guys, this has not been easy. Every week, this has been truly a job. I started making Eagles and Sixers content this year. Perfect timing for the Sixers, but terrible timing for the Eagles. Gosh, what's going on? Weezy, I think he only lost 6 of the fumbles. Just to be honest, I think he only lost 6 of the fumbles. I can double check for you. So this year, Wentz has let's find out. Wentz has fumbled the ball 10 times this season. He's fumbled 10 times. But how many has he lost specifically? Here we go. Okay. Wentz fumbled 10 times this year, and he only recovered 3 of them. So he lost 7 fumbles. He lost 7 fumbles. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Ridiculous. ZB said, doesn't Carson have more turnovers than the rest of the league combined? Actually, no. I was just looking at something regarding that. Actually, no, ZB. I can tell you right now. It says the most turnovers in the NFL this season. Broncos have 23, Cowboys have 21, Carson has 18, but the Eagles have 20 overall. So those are the turnover numbers right now. And Carson has more turnovers. Yo, if Carson Wentz was a team, if Carson Wentz by himself was a team, if Carson Wentz was a team, he'll be ranked third in turnovers. If Carson Wentz was a team, he'll be ranked third in turnovers. The 49ers are ranked fourth with 17. Washington football with 17. Vikings 16. Jags 16. Rams 15. Patriots 15. Giants 15. You know what I'm saying? Broncos 23. Cowboys 21. You know what I'm saying? So if Carson Wentz was a team, he'll be ranked third in turnovers. But the team as a whole is ranked third in turnovers. So it's crazy. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Look. Y'all probably can't even see it. Let me put the brightness in. Y'all probably can't even see it. Man. Look at this. It's crazy. Like, y'all can't even see it. Like, but my thing is, like, you know, Wentz just doesn't look comfortable. Let's just be honest. He doesn't look comfortable. He doesn't look comfortable on the offense. I honestly don't think he believes in what Doug Peterson is calling. You know, it's just been an emotional roller coaster. Big time. It's big time. You guys, so far I've been live streaming for about 56 minutes. We're getting close to that hour mark. 9 people in the chat right now, 15 likes. I want to shout out Eagle Has Landed, Wheezy Gammon, ZP Keith on the block. You know what I'm saying? Michael W. Who else? Lucas Johnson Peck. Who else we shouting out? We shouting out Joey Shakes. We shouting out the Philly Talk Podcast and Philly Mike. You know what I'm saying? We shouting out Oscar the Grouch. Who else we shouting out? We shouting out any and everybody. Jackie B, Cassius Saldana, Murph the Kenzo, Spruce Lime 25, Tyron Kelly. We shouting out everybody. Philly Fresh the General. We shouting out everybody. Listen, y'all, I'm so grateful for y'all coming in and showing the kid love. I'm so grateful, man. Y'all make this season easier to deal with. I can't vent to certain people because they don't want to have the real in-depth conversation. They don't want to talk about the details of the game. Some people just say, "Oh, once get him out of here, it's just him." It's deeper than that. Come on, Eagles fans, it's deeper than that. And I know y'all know that. That's why I love talking to y'all because y'all smart Eagles fans. We even got smart Giants fans popping in. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I enjoy talking to you guys because you guys really pay attention to the games. You guys are really interactive. Y'all really feel this. Y'all believe this like me. It's in y'all veins like me. And I love it, man. I love it. I love it to the fullest. I love it to the fullest, man. I love it. So, Cre'Von LeBlanc on IR. Jannard Avery activated on a 21-day practice window. And the Eagles cut Adrian Killins again. Has he really been given a fair shot? Granted, the pecking order is pretty hard to get past. You know, Miles Sanders, Boston Scott. I know Corey Clement got hurt, but Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, Jordan Howard, Elijah Holyfield. You know, like he hasn't really been able to crack that that rotation. Granted, he hasn't really been given a fair shot, but nonetheless, Adrian Killins got cut again, and that kid, in my humble opinion, it's all it's going to take is for the right team to pick him up because Adrian Killins, his speed, his quickness, you can't replicate that. If y'all saw his UCF highlights, you'll be like, yo, we keeping him. We got to find a way to use him. We got to find a way. And this is what I'm talking about with the creativity. If you know you got these wide receivers, like here's my thing, right? We got 3 running backs that can legit catch the ball. We got 3 running backs that can legit line up on the perimeter, line up as a wideout. Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, and Adrian Killins. Why aren't we utilizing those guys? Why aren't we giving the defense different things to look at? Not once have I seen the Eagles line up Miles Sanders as a wideout. We've done that in the past. Why haven't we done that? We're not creative with our roster. People say we're not the most talented. I disagree. And then even if we're not the most talented, you make do with what you have. And Doug Peterson has not done that. He has not made do with what he's had. He has not been able to do anything with what he's had. He's not. Weezy says, "Yep, Agent Killings did his thing in college." I agree 150%. Jannard Avery, Eagles has landed, says, Jannard Avery, I forgot about dude. Another one of Howie's last minute trades that hasn't produced anything. Howie got to go. Listen, man, the writing's on the wall. The writing is on the wall. The writing is on the wall. Like, there's no way Howie can keep his job. I'm trying to understand how somebody can perpetually fail at one thing and still keep their job. At my job, if I continue to mess up at the same thing, no matter, and people are telling me, okay, I'm most likely gonna lose my job. Weezy says Tom Brady hasn't looked all that good neither. Just say, hey man, Tom Brady, like, he hasn't looked good. Granted, that's a different level of conversation. He the GOAT. It's kind of hard to really, compare Winston and Tom Brady. It's apples and oranges. Yes, they're both fruits. Yes, they're both quarterbacks, but two different classes, man. Two different classes. Two different classes. But to your point though, Tom Brady has not been really the most dynamic this year. As a matter of fact, at times he has been a liability, turning the ball over, so on and so forth. You know how that goes. But yeah, man, like the lack of creativity is so blatant with this team. Like we don't make the defense think at all. At all. I can't remember the last time I can't remember the last time a color commentator. I'm sorry, a color analyst. No, I was at the first time. I can't remember the last time a color commentator or analyst was surprised by something we did. When was the last time an announcer, an analyst, anybody? When was the last time another team was surprised by what we did? When have we ever shocked the defense or shocked the world, except for when we won our Super Bowl? Huh? When? We need to you right, yo. I love Dan Orlovsky. I love Dan. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Dan is willing to fall on his sword for Carson Wentz, man. He been loyal. He tell it like it is. And he's real detail oriented. He knows the position. Granted, we all know what he did with the Lions with that safety, but you know what I'm saying? It's weird. Yo, shout out to my homie Jay Fraz. Yo, that's my guy, man. That's my guy. That's like really my guy. You know what I'm saying? That's basically family. Jay Fraz, I appreciate you for showing up to the live stream, bro. He says Eagles lost to the sloppy Browns. LOL. Hey, listen, bro. The Browns are better than what you give them credit for, man. They're better than what you give them credit for. But the bottom line is they lost, and they didn't look good at all. The defense, in my opinion, balled out. The defense held Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt down for as long as they could. And then, of course, eventually they're going to crack. That's why offense has to put up points. You know what I'm saying? To limit them from running the ball. Because when you keep the game that close, when you keep the game that close like that, it allows the other team to be able to run the ball and pace the game. But we don't do stuff like that. We be down 2 points, 3 points, and we still throwing the ball 50 times a game. Makes zero sense, my guy. Makes zero sense. But I think the defense really did a pretty decent job against the Browns. We just gave them points. My man Jay Fraz said Carson Wentz kept getting set. He was getting creamed. But my thing is, it's crazy. It's crazy. We just said defense did as much as they could. I agree, bro. The defense did as much as they could. The defense held them to, listen, if you take away the pick six, the Eagles held the Browns to 0 points in the first half. 0 points. That defense was lights out. They held Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt to less than 50 yards combined in the first half. They was doing their thing. So eventually they're going to crack towards the end. My man Jay Fraz said, what you think about William Parks? I like Will Parks. I don't think Will Parks is getting a fair shake, in my opinion. I would much rather have Will Parks in the game than Jalen Mills. Jalen Mills, bro, I'm done. I'm done with Mills. I'm done. I'm so done. I'm so done with Jalen Mills. So done. Stan Harrison, he says, who do you think Eagles need to let go of at the end of the season? Zach Ertz. We need to get rid of Zach Ertz. We need to get rid of Jason Peters. Um, we need to get rid of Alshon Jeffrey. We need to get rid of Deshaun Jackson. We need to get rid of Nathan Gary. We need to move on from and this is not because I think he's doing bad. I just think we need to move on from him. I think we need to move on from Rodney McLeod. We need to move on from Mills. Yeah, Jay Fraz, Deshaun Jackson. Yeah, I think we do. I think we do, bro. I think we do, man. I think we do, dog. Oh, you grew up, yo, Fraz, that's crazy. You grew up in it? That's crazy. I live in Albany. That's crazy too. Wow, that's crazy. But that's my problem, Jay. That's my problem. That's my problem. That's my problem. I ain't gonna like if we're being honest, Jason Kelce had one bad game this year. Let's keep it real, y'all. Let's not do him dirty like that. Jason Kelce had one bad game this year. Like, let's keep it real. All right. But that's tough, Fraz. That's tough. That's tough. But yeah, Deshaun Jackson. I ain't gonna lie, man. I like him. I like him, but he can't stay on the field. What good are you? You can't stay on the field. Granted, when he came back against the who did he come back against? Can't remember. But nonetheless, we play the Seattle Seahawks on Monday. We might get smacked. But yeah, man, like Deshaun Jackson, he can't stay on the field. He can't stay healthy. And that's a problem for me. That's a problem for me. Health is a big deal, man. It's a big deal. Yo, it's a strong chance. The only glimmer of hope we have, Fraz, the only glimmer of hope we have is the fact that Seattle has one of the worst passing defense in the NFL. They have one of the worst passing defenses in the NFL. As a matter of fact, our passing defense is technically better than theirs, if you want to be technical. Stan Harrison says, who's starting at left tackle next year? Mailata. Oh, by the way, I think we need to also trade Andre Dillard. Listen, this is my O-line. For next season. Mailata at left tackle. Jack Driscoll at right tackle. Herbig at right guard. No, I'm sorry, Brandon Brooks at right guard. Herbig at left guard. And Jason Kelce at center, if he decides to come back. So, Mailata, Herbig, Kelce, Brooks, Driscoll. That's my O-line. You got a combination of youth and you got a combination of veteran leadership. I think Brandon Brooks still got it. He just got to, he's got to stay healthy. Brandon Brooks, in my opinion, is our best O-lineman. Brandon Brooks, my man do martial arts to keep his hands sharp. Like, you know what I'm saying? Brandon Brooks, that guy. Weezy said, and he's about to be 34, but DJ should be an Eagle. Oh, hell yeah. Lane Johnson. You know what? I ain't gonna lie, man. Lane Johnson been getting real hurt this season, man. Real hurt. Like, I don't know. The thing about Lane Johnson is when he's in, he's on. He's on. So it's like, I don't know, man. How old is Lane Johnson? How old is Lane? Talk to me, y'all. How old is Lane Johnson? Jay Koch, what's good, Playboy? How you feeling, dog? Thank you so much for popping in on the live stream. I'm so grateful to you, dog. I'm so grateful. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the live stream get any and everywhere. Helps people find it. Thank y'all so much. It really helps. Really helps. Really helps. But yeah, man. I don't know, man. Like, we got so many problems. So many problems. Another thing I want to discuss. TF13 has been taking a hit statistically because of Alshon Jeffrey. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, somebody, because I know I'm not. Alshon Jeffrey has been a liability for TF13's production. Tell me I'm wrong. You want to know why? Because when Alshon Jeffrey's on the field, they know he's not doing the damn thing. So you know what they're doing? All eyes are on TF13. Harrison, fill me in. Fill me in. Fill me in. Because in my humble opinion, the moment Jeffrey came back, but listen though, okay, Stan, I like where you're going with this. I like this. I like it. I enjoy this friendly banter. I'm enjoying this. So here's my thing. Yeah, he's getting the targets, but pay attention to where he's getting, when and where he's getting the targets. They don't target him at all in the first half. At all. The thing is, get his hands warm. Granted, we know he's shown that he's talented, but get his hands warm. Feed him early. He's your best wide receiver. So feed him early. Why are you waiting to the late third quarter, late fourth quarter to start throwing the ball at him relentlessly and start forcing the ball to him? You know what I'm saying? That's my issue. So don't let the targets confuse you, Stan. Don't let the targets confuse you. That's a misnomer. Those targets are not indicative of what they've really been doing for TF13. They have not drawn anything for TF13 early in those games to get him open. They have not taken advantage of TF13's talent early in games. They've been trying to use him as like a, you know what they've been trying to use him as? They've been trying to use him as an emergency break the glass switch. They've been thinking, oh, when all else fails, go to TF13. When all else fails, go to TF13. No. I know he's been talented. I know he's talented. I know he broke out this year balling. I know that. But my thing is, he's still up and coming. He's still very raw. So my thing is, like, feed him early, get him warm, help him help you. That's my point. Don't let the targets confuse you. That's my so we agree, Stan. They don't get him started early. And I also agree that they really want Reagor to be the number one because they need to validate that first round pick. That's my problem with this team. It's too much it's too much of a need to validate certain things. You know what I'm saying? Live with the decision. They need to validate. They always trying to validate people. Jalen Reagor wasn't really given a fair shake this season with the injuries and the lack of continuity on offense and the play calling. So Jalen Reagor, honestly, I don't think he's really given a fair shot. And it really doesn't help when you see guys like Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Chase Claypool. You see all those guys, T. Higgins and Henry Ruggs and Jerry Jeudy. You see all those guys being productive. And it's like, damn, what did we get? But I know Jalen Reagor is talented. I believe Jalen Reagor is really dynamic. If they use him properly, they need to use Jalen Reagor like Robert Woods, like the way the LA Rams use Robert Woods. You see Robert Woods all over the field, running the ball. You know what I'm saying? Running routes. You see Robert Woods doing everything. You see him doing everything. That's how they need to use Jalen Reagor, like a Robert Woods. You know what I'm saying? Or like a Deebo Samuel. That's how I'm carrying it. Weezy Gamer says, and I agree, they don't get him. Oh no, he says when they fix Prince Tega Wanogho, he should ball out. Yo, they say Prince, his talent is undeniable. They just gotta fix his mechanics. So if he break out, that'd be great. You know what I'm saying? That'd be great. Philly Mike is back with the Philly Talk Podcast. Thank you, my brother, for popping back in. He said TF13 coming back out against Seattle has to. I agree. I think TF13 is going to have a good game against Seattle if they feed him early, bro. Because, like I said to Stan, I got a problem with them trying to force the ball to TF13 as if he's like some break the glass type emergency switch. You know what I'm saying? Feed him early. Help him help you. Stan Harrison says, how do you feel about Nelson balling out in Vegas? Honestly, I'm not even mad at that because at the end of the day, when he was here, his best season with us was our Super Bowl year. So honestly, if you want to be technical, we got exactly what we needed out of him. And ever since then, he really ain't been the same guy. He dropped the ball time and time again. He needed to change the scenery. We can't do much about that. You're going to always have those players that leave and ball other places. It happens. It just happens. You can't do much about it. You got to live with the results. Nelson Aguilar, I wasn't never high on him, honestly. Never. Philly Mike from the Philly Talk Podcast says, crazy thing is, we design screens for Ward more than Reagor. Yeah. Yo, Philly Mike, you just said something that was real potent, bro. Why are we drawing up screenplays for Greg Ward when we know his skill set is more so possession catches and not really running after the catch? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that we even got him back there returning punts. He seemed like he don't, and I like Greg Ward. Don't get it twisted, y'all. I like Greg Ward. But my thing is, I don't want Greg Ward returning punts, and I don't want Greg Ward doing screenplays. Like just cause he's short and skinny, that don't mean he made for those plays. Like I don't like it. Jalen Rager was made for those kind of plays. Did you see him in college? So my thing is like Mike, you right, bro. You right. They run more screens for the tight ends than do Jalen Rager. Smoking crack? Are you kidding me? I saw them try to run a screen with Dallas Goedert and then Wentz threw the ball, right? Hey, forget it. Just get rid of it. Like we draw more screens for our tight ends than we do for our dynamic players. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird to me. That's how I know that the mismanagement of this roster falls squarely on Doug. The mismanagement of it. The mismanagement. Because I honestly believe if play calling was better, we'll be in a different position. And then we wouldn't be looking at Howie the way we're looking at him. So it always comes back to Doug. You know what I mean? You got to keep it real with me. If the play calling was better, we wouldn't be looking at Howie the way we look at him. Am I right? We wouldn't be, I mean, granted, Howie has always been funny money with the draft. That's not a question. I'm not excusing him for that. Howie is funny money with the draft. But when it's all said and done, our talent is our talent, our team is our team. When you really think about it, injuries aside, if play calling was better, we would be better. Our record would be better. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. Because I believe we got talent. It's just not being utilized properly, which goes back to Doug. It always comes back to Doug Peterson. It always does. It always finds its way back. Always finds its way back. Always finds its way back. Oh, I want to talk about this too. Why did we bring up Elijah Holyfield if we wasn't going to play him? How? We were running the ball well. And you did not give Elijah Holyfield not one snap. Doug Peterson, not one. He was supposed to be the bruiser back. He was supposed to be the 1-2 punch. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to be the change of pace guy, you know, from Miles Sanders and Boston Scott. Come on, man. Come on. Stan Harrison says, how do we defend Seattle's passing attack? Does Slay need to shadow DK? Yeah. Yeah. Slay is being glued to DK. I want him at the dinner table with DK. You know what I'm saying? If DK fall, I want you to catch him. That's how much I want him on him. If DK taking a crap, I want you to wipe. That's how much I want Darius Slay on him. Darius Slay got to be on top of him. He cannot allow that man he cannot allow that physical specimen of a man to dominate. Oh my God! Did y'all see what AJ Brown did? He like I know I'm just thinking about all the guys we passed on. I'm just thinking about all the guys we passed on. AJ Koch, come on, man, keep it clean, man, keep it clean. This is we don't want nobody to get hurt, man. We don't want nobody to get hurt. Keep it clean, Jay Koch. I love you to death, and I'm glad you're here supporting the channel. But keep it clean. We don't want nobody to get hurt. I don't wish death on nobody, man. Life is too precious. I lost too many people close to me. Life is too precious, man. Life is too precious. Life is too precious, Jay Koch. I know we angry. I get it. We're angry. You're angry. I'm angry. Family's angry. The city's angry. But we can't wish death on people, man. That's not a good look, man. I still love you, Jay, but we can't wish death on nobody. Eagle Has Landed says, what's crazy is we as fans can identify the problems with the play calling and personnel, but the Eagles keep going down the same path, making moves and calling plays that hurts the team. They need to pay us. They need to get us in there. You know what I wish? I wish there was like some sort of town hall or some sort of petition that the fans were able to get a hold of, and we were able to demand certain things or at least vote certain things into place for our organization. You know what I'm saying? I just wish, like, I'm not saying the fans need to be running the damn organization. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is I just wish the fans could, like, I wish they did polls like, hey, fans, what do you think should happen? This, that, or You know what I mean? And we vote on it, and they take it in consideration. Just to get a finger on the pulse of the city, just to get a finger on the pulse of what everybody else seeing. You know what I'm saying? Because here's my thing: the whole city see the flaws. If it walk like a duck and it quack like a duck, then what the hell is it? Damn duck, a Ducky Peterson. Come on, man. Come on. We're better than this. We're better than this. We're so much better than this. So much better. Like every weekend, every Sunday, we had people come over for the game. We order food or we cook on the grill. You know what I'm saying? You know, we get the drink popping, and it's like, damn, I'm sad. It's like, it's like, it's like I get sad, bro. It's the worst when you feel like it's the worst when it gets to a point in the game when it's like, uh-oh, you know what's about to happen. Too often in that Browns game, I said, watch Doug abandon the run. Watch he abandon it. And he did that. He did that. If we're predicting Doug's plays, if the analysts and the commentators are predicting Doug's plays, what the hell you think the other team that's trying to win the game is doing? Jay Cott says it's all good, bro. I'm sure he could care less if I got murdered from his presser on Monday when he was laughing, making jokes. Yo, listen, man. Like, I understand your anger, bro. I'm not even gonna tell you not to be angry, man. I understand your anger, bro. I understand your anger, man. But I'm in the business of spreading love unconditionally, man. You know, and like it's sad because that Doug is a likable guy, but he sucks at press conferences. Maybe that's why I like him because he comes off as like a dope. I don't know, but Doug just strikes me as like that. Just that old head that's cool to be around. The old head that you can grill out with. You know what I'm saying? But he just hasn't been good for us, man. And I don't think it's Doug's leadership that's a problem. Doug's leadership is not a problem. Doug's problem is his ego. That's his problem. To go 11 weeks, to go 12 weeks, calling these same plays, and then you get to go 12 weeks and you get to week 10 or week 11, whatever, and you finally say, oh, maybe I'm the problem. What? It took you 12 weeks to realize you're the problem? It took you 12 weeks to realize you're the problem. No self-awareness. No self-awareness. No self-awareness. None. None. None, man. This team got a lot of problems. We got so many things we got to fix. It sucks when you love something this much. It's painful when you love something this much. Like, I love the Eagles so much. And it pains me to go through this season. It pains me to go through this. It's painful. Supremely painful. Like, I burn calories watching the Eagles game. That's how bad it get. I burn calories watching these bozos. I swear. If Howie is still here. If Howie is still here. Jackie B said, I need your advice, bro. I wanted to know if it was worth spending my money on Grobar and Trevette. Please answer is important. Thanks a lot. Okay, you got me. Okay, I need to find out what that is. Grobar. Trevette. What is that, man? You said that twice already. Jacob B, I need your advice, bro. I wanted to know if it was worth spending my money on Grobar and Trevette. What is that, bro? Help me. Like, what is that? Carson is a Pro Bowl caliber player when he's out of the pocket. So what does Doug do? He tries to make him a pocket passer. Weird, weird, weird. Like, he does nothing to help his team. Like, as a coach, it's your job to know exactly what your team's strengths are and their weaknesses. That's your one. That's if anything, that's your one job. Know what your team's good at. Know what they're not good at, and optimize that. Optimize that. It's common sense. If my quarterback is struggling, why am I throwing the ball 40 plus times? If my quarterback is struggling, why am I making him drop back 30, 35 plus times and getting cracked? If I know my old line is struggling with the passing game, why aren't I running the ball to get them in rhythm? Huh? Like the questions we be asking have obvious answers. But for some reason, the Philadelphia Eagles make it seem like it's so complicated. It's not this complicated. It never has been. The writing is on the wall. 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 I swear, next season, man, better be different. I don't even know how I feel about. I don't even know how I feel about the playoffs. Honestly, I don't even know how I feel. I don't even know how I feel. I don't even know how I feel, man. I don't even know how I feel. I really don't know how I feel about any of this right now. Like, it's some days where I'm optimistic. It's some days where I'm just like, screw it. It's some days where I'm like, okay, we can turn it around. It's some days where they make it hard. They make it hard. They make it so hard. They make it really hard. They make it real hard, man. They make it so hard. Like, I will never understand it. I will never understand it. Never. Jay said everything you're saying is 100. Stan Harris said next year it could be worse with our cap situation. Man. That's why, you know what? As much as I hate to say this, we're gonna have to trade a lot. We're gonna have to trade these. Like, we got to trade some people. We have to value our future. We have to value our future. We cannot allow ourselves to go another season with this kind of cap situation. We must value our future at all costs at this point because our present is so bleak. So bleak. So bleak, man. Jay Cott says I want a top 5 draft pick, then I trade down and get 2021 first round and another second this year, trading down a couple spots. Hey man, anything's possible. Weezy says, I hate watching our birds go through this crap. I love this team with the passion, and it just hurts to see this terrible season. Bro, it hurts. It no pun intended, it hurts. It hurts. This is truly exhausting. It's embarrassing. It's exhausting. It's far from exhilarating. Like it's I get headaches. I get headaches because of this, bro. Like I don't like like it was so bad for me. Like I got better, but it was so bad for me earlier in the season. I used to call off from work on Mondays because I was sick on Monday morning. I was sick. I wake up sick. My stomach hurt. I'm not motivated. Food don't taste the same. I got the bubble guts, all because the Eagles lost. All because the Eagles lost. This team got my emotions on a string. This team has our emotions on a string. Seriously, I'm not joking. I called that up. Listen, how many games we played this year, y'all? What are we? 3-6-1, 3-7-1? Yo, I think I called out at least 6 times on a Monday because these Eagles lost. At least. At least. I can't focus. I can't focus at work. I'm listening to Mike Missinelli on the radio. I'm listening to my man Angelo in the morning team. I'm listening to my man Anthony Gargano, Cuzzo. Like, come on, man. Like, I listen to those guys all the time, and it's like, damn, I can't even focus at work because I'm so hell bent on trying to figure out what's wrong with these Eagles. Eagle has landed has said at Stan Harrison, tough decisions must be made. A lot of older, expensive vets will have to be cut and or traded. We need to blow it up and rebuild. Philly Insider, yeah, what's up, baby boy? Yo, Philly Insider Podcast. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to his content, man. The Philly Insider Podcast is one of the best doing this film breakdown. They do weekly power ranking reviews and Eagles content, pregame and postgame, live stream, everything you need, they do it. Make sure y'all show Philly Insider Podcast love. Go subscribe to those guys, man. They got good talk going on over there. Great analysis. You know what I'm saying? Two dope guys over there, man. Some dope guys over there. And I also think one of the guys is a writer for Fansided for the Eagles. So I'm saying, make sure you also support the Eagles Fansided the Eagles Fansided website, the Eagles Fansided blog. Make sure you also support the Philly Insider Podcast, along with other Eagles content creators and Sixers content creators. Of course, but don't worry about it. I got you, man. Everybody eats. We got to help each other, man. Eagle has landed says, "LOL, Tone. I hope your employers are not watching." I get it though. I be going through it too. Hey, listen, bro. Listen, man. I hope they not. I hope they not. But listen, the way I see it, they gave us a laptop to work from home. That's what I was doing. I was working from home. I couldn't go when I was working from home. That's what I was doing. I was working from home. I had the tablet they gave us to work from home. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Like it's crazy, man. Like it's so much this team has to work on. I got a question for Philly Insider Podcast. What do you think is the problem with Carson Wentz? Not and beyond Doug Peterson. I mean internally. Do you think he has an internal issue within himself? I want to hear what you think, or see what you think rather. Jay Koch says 10 points the last 4 games in the first half. That's really terrible and tells you something about this clown coaching the team. Exactly. Yo, you can't get your team in the red zone. You can't draw up plays to get your team in the red zone. Like, come on, man. Come on. Come on. Like, I really hope, Carson might need to see a sports psychologist. I think Carson may need to see a sports psych. You know what's so funny about this whole Carson Doug situation, man? Sports Talk with Let's Go Birds. Hey, what's going on? Hey, listen, make sure y'all go subscribe to Sports Talk with Let's Go Birds. My man, he missed out on the live stream the other day, but he here, man. Listen, bro, I'm glad you caught it, yo. I'm so glad you caught it. I'm so glad you caught us, dog. We've been in here for about an hour and a half. I'm so glad you caught it, dog. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Sports Talk with Let's Go Birds, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his to their content. Dope content, for sure. Dope content. Doing everything, just like me, man. Philly Insider Podcast says, talking strictly about Wentz, it's all mental. Because even when he struggled at times in years past, it wasn't like this. He is extremely hesitant to throw the ball and won't pull the trigger. Yo, he's hesitant. Why, though? Why? What is he not seeing? What is he seeing? Does he not believe in the routes? Does he not believe in the route combinations? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Sports Talk, don't worry, man. Don't worry. I think I'm going to be on here for maybe like another half an hour. You know what I'm saying? We pretty much were just going, we always just venting, talking about these lowly Eagles, man. We was talking about Alex Singleton doing his thing. We was talking about how Jason Peters needs to get the hell out of here. We was talking about, guys we probably need to get rid of in the offseason, like, some veterans. We was digging deep on Doug Peterson and Carson Wentz and Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie. We was just, just going in. We was just going in, man. We was going in. Yeah, Wentz's decision making has been bad for sure. for sure. His decision making has been bad, for sure. And Doug Peterson's play calling has been catastrophic to this team's success. Philly Insider Podcast says, no clue, man. He's staring down open guys and not pulling the trigger. He needs to be benched just to get his head right for 1 or 2 weeks like Aguilar did in 2016. Interesting. Like, in my humble opinion, one of the most blatant forms of just not pulling the trigger was when Jalen Reagor was open. Now, granted, a lot of people are saying that route or that where Jalen Reagor wasn't as open as it's portrayed. As it's portrayed, right? But listen, I respect the game. I respect all 22 analysts. You know, I respect guys that break down tape. I respect all those guys, man. But when you see that freeze frame of Jalen Reagor by himself and you don't see anybody within 10 yards of him, I'm throwing that ball. Like I said, the most blatant form of not pulling the trigger was that still shot of, you know, when he threw the interception, he threw the pick six trying to get it to Sanders, but Reagor was right there. Like I said, people believe Reagor wasn't as open as they make it seem because of the route combination or so on and so forth, or the route had to develop. My thing is, he was by himself. You throw that ball to that man. Make him make a play. Trust him. Philly Insider says, I'm the biggest Wentz fan on the planet, but I had to call like I see it, unfortunately. Me too. I like that guy. I hate that I like him. I hate it. I hate that I like him. I hate that I like him, man. It's such a burden. It's such a burden. I got to go hard defending this guy, man. It's such a burden. It's such a burden. Sports Talk says, here's the guys I want to get rid of. Jalen Mills, Jason Peters, Brandon Brooks, Nick Gary, Austin Jeffrey. I'm on the fence about Brandon Brooks, man. Because when he's there, he's there. When he's on, he's on, yo. I'm so on the fence about Brandon Brooks. And he heals like Wolverine. Sports Talk says, facts, Tone. You throw that ball, especially with the guy that fast and Reagor. Unbelievable. Right. Like, it's crazy. Philly says, if you throw it and Reagor gets popped because he's turned the wrong way, then the coaches, everyone will slam Reagor for it. Pull the trigger and see what happens. At least see what happens. That's my thing. Just see what happens. Sports Talk says, if you throw that to Reagor with his speed, he could turn it from an 8-yard catch to a 20-yard. Bruh, that's what I'm saying. They don't use Reagor properly. Weezy says, bro, we can't get rid of Brandon Brooks. I agree. I like Brandon Brooks. Man. I like him. I know he had the two Achilles, but he's always came back better than ever. I like him. I can't just get rid of Brandon Brooks. I'm sorry. I like him. It is what it is. I like him. Honestly, y'all might hate me for this, but I would get rid of I would get rid of Lane Johnson before Brandon Brooks. I know that might be a hot take. But I would get rid of Lane Johnson before I got rid of Brandon Brooks. Brandon Brooks is just lights out, man. Jay Koch says Carson walking out to the field shaking his head no like he was forced to play bad. Seems crazy. I know I saw that right before the game and didn't feel confident. Tone, my guy, was speaking facts. I appreciate you, bro. Philly Insider says also comes back to the coach. When your QB is hesitant and struggling, simplify like you did with Foles. Screen passes, quick hitters. Tell Wentz to get rid of it early. RPOs with just one read to make. I think the league has figured out the RPOs to a certain extent. But still, the bottom line is do what you can to get your guy in a rhythm. Run the ball, play action. Run until they stop you, play action. You know what I'm saying? Do what you need to do. Quick slants. We don't run any slants. That's annoying. That's the most potent route on Madden. That's one of the most unstoppable routes on Madden. The quick slant. That's one of the most unstoppable routes on Madden. It's a reason for that, because it freaking works. Sports Talk says the funny thing is, Tone, I don't see any drag routes to our fast cats, no RPO, bubble screens, no flats, none of that. I just don't see any of it. Mr. Plays, what's good, family? Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you like and comment, man. I'm so grateful that you're here. I appreciate you, dog. I truly do, man. Melvin Gilmore was good. Yo, Melvin Gilmore was going crazy in the last chat. I appreciate you, dog. Thank you so much for coming back, man. I'm glad you're here. Y'all just filling me up. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. Philly Insider says for sure, not too many RPOs, but mix them in. I agree that the league has figured it out. Yes. Mr. Plays, we run no slants. I know, crazy. Philly Insider says quick slants and drags. We need more of it. It's common sense, right? Sports Talk says facts. I don't see the slant or drag slants, and drags are OP in Madden. Bro, they work. They work. I run slants all the time in Madden because it works. I don't care if I run it 5 times in a row from playing somebody. If you can't stop it, that's on you. Philly Insider says, let's go Birds. They have been calling RPO bubble a good amount, to be honest. I think it's been execution has been a problem. Sports Talk says, let's go Birds, but are they executing? Hey, Mr. Player says, are you going to stream after the game Monday? Hell yes. Hell yes. So stay tuned, y'all. I'm definitely streaming after the game. Either I'm streaming after the game or I might go on somebody else's stream, but I'm streaming regardless. You know what? I'm a stream. Hell yeah, Mr. Plays. I'm streaming. I'm streaming. I'm a PlayStation guy, bro. I'm a PlayStation guy. Wheezy. So I got the PS4 right now. I don't plan on getting the PS5 until they come out with like the newer models because they always got bugs in them. When they first come out. So that's how I feel. Hey, let's see, man. Hey, hold on. Let me see. Let's see, you guys. I don't mind at all. Let's see. Let's see if we can make it happen. See, the thing is, you guys, I'm real new to this live streaming thing. So, in order for me to add you guys, in order for you guys to be in on the stream, I would have to go through like a software like StreamYard or something like that or anything, right? Like help me out, because again, I'm new to the live streaming part of this. This is only my second live stream. So if I did want to if I did live stream with you guys, how would I do so? Help me out with that. Because right now I'm live streaming using the YouTube Studio. With my Mac, with my MacBook. But yeah, y'all know I love the collab, man. Like I want to collab with everybody. I want to collab with everybody, man. I want to collab with everybody for sure. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm very with it. I'm with it. I'm definitely with it. Subscribing to Sports Talk with Let's Go Bird. Hey, Sports Talk with Let's Go Bird. I just subscribed to you, my brother. I could have swore I did it already, but I just did it. Okay, who else? Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Got it. Okay. I need to see you on. Oh man. Hey yo, bro. Hey, it's there, man. Yeah, listen, the merch is there for you guys. I would appreciate it, man. And also let me know if y'all feel like the prices are a little too steep. Let me know. I don't mind, dropping it. I want you guys to. For me, it's all about the movement. Like the money is not even important to me. It's about the culture, the movement. Moving the content forward. If y'all personally feel like the price is a little too steep, let me know. I'll see what I can do about that. I'll see what I can do about that. Okay, StreamYard. Okay, I'm gonna make me a StreamYard. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make my StreamYard tonight. I'm gonna work that out and see what's going on. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you, man. Melvin Gilmore says I've been doing a lot of thinking. I think the biggest problem we have is the offensive line. I don't think Carson wouldn't be having these problems. I agree with you. I agree. The offensive line is a big part of it. He been getting smacked all year. He lead the league in sacks and quarterback hits. I think he may have got hit damn near 100 times, maybe over 100 times. Jay Koch says Doug is the sorriest clown of a offensive coordinator I ever saw. Philly Talk Podcast StreamYard is free. Yo, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I'm gonna definitely lock in on StreamYard for a fact. Philly Insider Podcast. Tone, who's your favorite Eagle of all time? Oh, easy. Brian Dawkins. Easy. Weapon X, baby. Weapon X. Easy. Brian Dawkins is my favorite. My favorite. He's my favorite Eagle of all time. All time. Either him, it's either Brian Dawkins. It's either Brian Dawkins, Trent Cole, or let me pick somebody on the offense side of the ball, or Brian Westbrook. I love Brian Westbrook, man. I love Brian Westbrook. Oh man. Sports Talk says my favorite Eagles of all time is Mike Vick, 1, and number 2 D-Jack. Mr. Play says can't wait to see how Jordan Howard play and slay against DK. I agree, man. I can't wait either. Sports Talk says Tone, I'm doing a live call in Thursday, trying to hop on as a guest. Me and you, hey, bro, I'm with it. So, bro, just send me the links or whatever. Are you on Twitter or anything like that? Like, are you on Twitter or anything like that? Like whatever. Listen, bro, I'm with it. Just send me the links. Send me the links and we can make it happen, bro. I'm definitely with it. Just send me the links and I can make it happen. I'm so with it. I'm so with it. Y'all know I love collaborating with everybody. Okay. Philly Insider O-line isn't ideal, but 32 out of 40 sacks have come 4 seconds after the snap. Damn. I did not know that, Philly Insider. Wow. See, that's why I like Philly Insider, man, because he really deep into the analytics. You know, I'm more of a like a storyline, like emotion, like I'm more of a storyline, eye test kind of guy. But nonetheless, Philly Insider, that's a hell of a stat you just pulled up. Wow. 32 of the 40 sacks have come 4 seconds after the snap. Wow. Yo, that might be one of the dopest. Well, that's not a dope stat because it hurts us, but that might be one of the most intriguing stats. That might be one of the most intriguing stats of our season. Wow. Jay Cott said, Randall Cunningham, my favorite, bro. Different strokes, different folks. Oh, yeah, for sure. Cameron Holmes said, hey, Cameron, thank you so much for coming into the live stream, bro. He said, Harold Carmichael. Hey, good, definitely good pick. Sports Talk said, yes, I'm on Twitter. Follow me. Let's go Birds. Doing it right now, my brother. Gonna follow you right now. I'm gonna follow you right now, dog. I got you. Jay Cott said, what's up, bro? Just chilling, support Tone's page too. Hey, listen, man. I appreciate y'all. Listen, y'all show so much love, man. We got 10 people in here that's super active. You know what's so crazy, man? Listen, this how I'm living, right? I'm so big on nurturing the ecosystem. I'm so big on that, right? So I would much rather have 10 people in here that's going hard in the comments, that really know what they're talking about, than have 500,000 people in here that's just BSing, that's just, being disrespectful, that's just not really furthering the conversation. So like I said, like, I'm bottom line is I'm over quality over quantity all the time, man. Hold on, mate. Let me follow my man, Sports Talk. Hold on. I lost it. All right, here, Twitter. Let's go, Bird. All right. Let's go, Birds. Where was I? Okay. Would you draft Ja'Marr Chase or Michael Parsons? I'm not Ja'Marr Chase. That's a good question. It's a really good question. Really good question. Ja'Marr Chase, they say he might be better than Justin Jefferson. Like, if that's the case, then hey. But let me see. No, matter of fact, I'm going after the linebacker, man. Oh yeah. We got to get Micah Parsons for sure. I say Micah Parsons because Penn State pumps out the linebackers. Penn State, they are like a linebacker factory. They are a linebacker factory. All right, my bad, y'all. My bad. We good now? Am I good now, y'all? Talk to me. Am I good? Did I freeze? Like, talk to me. Am I good now? Yeah. I agree. I think Greg Ward is nice. But we oh yeah, of course you could always upgrade. But he's been reliable, man. I can't lie. He's been reliable. I can't take that away from Greg Ward. You throw the ball his way, he catch it. I can't take it away from him. I just can't. He's been one of the more reliable. Um, he's been one of our more reliable one of our more reliable guys, man. I just can't take that away from him. He's grinded. He's earned it. Um, sure, yeah, we can upgrade, but again, I just don't. He's earned it. Unless you can definitively, if you can for sure find someone better, or if John Hightower or Quez Watkins ends up outshining him next offseason, then cool, do your thing. Um, Mr. Plays Chase Fast. He has he has great speed, but he goes up and get it, man. He's tough. He's tough. Listen, regardless, like if Parsons, honestly, bro, at this point, the Eagles need to be aggressive in the draft. They need to trade up to get the guy they need. They need to trade up to get the guy they need. You know what I'm saying? They can't afford to just wait and stand pat. Last time we waited, you want to know what happened? CeeDee Lamb got picked up by the damn Cowboys. So my thing is, we can't be passive in the draft anymore. We can't. We can't. Philly Insight said, "Hey Tone, I got a busy night, so I gotta head out. But keep up the amazing work. I love your channel. Let's collab soon. Everything's given, my guy. You enjoyed it. Eat well. My guy, thank you so much, Philly Insider Podcast, my man. I appreciate you. You're a busy guy, man. I'm grateful for your presence. You already know. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. You enjoy your family. Enjoy that good food, man. Stay safe. Stay humble. Stay hungry. Do your thing, man. Do your thing, man. It's all love. It's all love. Oscar the Grouch is back, y'all. What's good? Back, y'all. Back, y'all. Man, Oscar, listen, bro. You couldn't stay away, man. That means you found a home here. That means you found a home here. Oh man, that's what I'm saying. Like I agree, Weezy. We can't just let Greg. He earned every snap, man. I feel like Greg Ward has earned every single snap, every single snap. But I got a question, y'all. Let's shift gears a little bit, y'all. Let's because I'm about to get off of this joint in about 8 minutes or so. I'm gonna go in about 8 minutes. But here's my thing, man. Here's my thing. What are y'all looking forward to for Thanksgiving, man? Are y'all looking forward to the candy yams? Are y'all looking forward to the turkey? Are y'all looking forward to the honey glazed ham? Y'all looking forward to your mama's green bean casserole or the stuffing or the cranberry sauce? You know what I'm saying? Like, what y'all looking forward to for the holidays, man? Because for me, it's the baked macaroni and cheese and the candied yams. That's how I'm carrying it, y'all. Yo, I can't wait for Thanksgiving, man. My people always throw it down. Always throw it down. Always throw it down. But Cameron Holmes says we didn't need to trade up CeeDee Lamb because Justin Jefferson was better than him, apparently. Hey, listen, that's a good point you just made. That's a good point you just made, man. That's a good point you just made. And we didn't pick Justin Jefferson, so we screwed up both ways. Oscar says I need the macaroni badly. Weezy says family. That's big facts, bro. Like family is a big thing, especially during these times, like with COVID and with the restrictions and the limitations, and it's just people are falling like flies these days, you guys, and we need to hold our family close. We need to hold. We need to love each other while we're here. We need to spread love unapologetically. You know, I know our Eagles are bad right now, but you guys, you know, we love this team so much. We live and die by this, and we gotta rock out. We gotta rock out, man. Life is hard enough right now. We can't let the Eagles weigh us down. Life is already hard enough with COVID, people losing loved ones. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. I can't imagine, man. So you guys, I'm just so grateful for you guys just showing love to the content, man. I'm grateful to do this with you guys all the time because it's a blessing to see another day. It's a blessing to see another day, man. These days, being born and raised in Philly, anything can happen. Born and raised in Philly, still here. Anything can happen, man. And I'm just grateful. Grateful to be see another day. Grateful that I can come on this live stream with you guys and just share my thoughts. I'm grateful for my wits. I'm grateful for my mind, body, and spirit. I'm grateful for it all, you guys, man. I'm grateful for all you guys. All you guys. You guys have honestly been putting the battery on my back constantly, every single day, every piece, every video. You know what I'm saying? Every live stream, every week. Y'all been holding me down, man. Y'all be holding me down. Some people, and I ain't gonna lie, man. Some people aren't really capable of handling a burden of, being a content creator for the people. Some people can't handle the burden or carry the burden of putting themselves out there, right? And that used to be me at first. I used to, I was a pretty confident person, but it was a point in time where I just felt like, dang, nobody gonna listen to me. Nobody gonna rock with me. This and the third. Radiant is here, y'all. Radiant is here. Hey, y'all, Radiant is here. Let's show him love. Everybody say what's up to Radiant. That's one of my most loyal subscribers, y'all. Shout out to Radiant, you guys. Shout out to Radiant ADHD, man. But you guys, like I said, man, it's like, you can ask for a lighter load, or you can ask for a stronger back. And right now, I'm asking for a stronger back because I'm willing to carry any and everything. That's how I'm living, y'all. That's how I'm living. That's how I'm living. That's how I'm living. Like, this ego stuff, man, it gets me to my core. It hits me to my core. Because I know we're better than this. It'd be easier to deal with if I knew definitively it was a talent issue. I'm grateful, Oscar, I'm grateful for you, bro. Like, for real, man. Like, seriously, like, I'm grateful. Like, my guy, man. Listen, my goal, my dream is just to build a dope, positive ecosystem for us to just talk our egos, talk, vent, share our feelings, man, go crazy. It's just, the bottom line is, man, we got to hold each other down, support each other content. It's just that simple, man. It's really just that simple. Like, I really try to put my all into this. As y'all can see, I'm a very animated person. I like to use my voice and inflections a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to, hey, Oscar, bro, thank you, bro. Thank you. Like that would really be appreciated, man. Like, you go do your thing, find what you like, man. And I got some more stuff coming for the merch. I'm gonna add some mugs and stuff on there, some stickers, to make, give you some options, But like I said, man, I'm really grateful. I'm just grateful, man. Like, life, the older you get, the more complex life gets, right? And like, at the end of the day, all you can do is be the best version of you. All you can do is put your best foot forward, spread love, put yourself in, follow opportunity, and never follow a check. Because sometimes when you follow the money, you miss out on the bigger scheme of things. The bottom line is, y'all, life gets better. I know COVID is killing us right now, but life gets better. Life gets better, man. Life gets better beyond these Eagles. Life gets better beyond COVID. If you're in the chat and you lost people to COVID, I'm praying for you and yours. I'm so sorry. If you're in this chat and you know somebody that lost a loved one to COVID, I'm praying for them. I'm so sorry. But life can get better after this, you guys. The Eagles can get better. It's like these days, all we have are our sports. I remember when COVID hit the first time, we literally had no sports. We had no sports. I was dying. It was so bad. I was rewatching highlights on YouTube. Damn, sports talk. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm really sorry to hear that. Wow. Prayers going up, man. Prayers going up for sure. Hey y'all, let's send some prayer hands to sports talk, man. Let's give sports talk some prayer hands, y'all. Because life ain't easy right now, man. Life ain't easy. This COVID stuff is like a specter, like a demon just floating. And when it wants you, man. It wants you. But listen, you guys, I'm about to hop off this stream. I love you guys so much. All the people that have been locking into the live stream, you guys. I'm so grateful. Cameron Holmes, Jay Cox, Mr. Plays, Oscar the Grouch, Rating ADHD, Sports Talk. Let's go Birds. Who else? Wheezy Gaming. Who else? I'm gonna keep going. Rating ADHD, like I said. Philly Insider Podcast for showing love. Von Talk Podcast. Philly Mike from the Philly Talk Podcast. Eagle has landed. Joey Shakes. You know what I'm saying? Is there anybody I didn't mention? Let me know. Let me know. My man Jay Frash, Weezy Gammon, ZP Key, Michael W, Lucas Johnson, Pack. I'm so grateful that y'all been in the live stream. I'm so grateful that y'all been here showing love. Like, I'm just so grateful, you guys. Like, I know I say grateful a lot, but it's the truth. That's really how I'm feeling, man. Like, you can't get nowhere without it. You can't. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Make sure y'all stay humble, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay hungry, y'all. One love, fly eagles fly. I'm your humble host, Tony Shields II, and y'all was tuned into a live stream from Chalk It Up, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just gotta charge it to the game.